everyone. Today is October 17th and it's approximately 9 days since I brought these figs in from the cold into the garage, and I wanted to show you the yellow long neck. It used to be like that. So in the matter of 9 days after I brought it into the garage, here's what we've got now. The other yellow long neck figs are also, coming along. They're swelling. And then here's the Negron. The Negron is full of figs. And I'll show you this one. Very nice size, and it's starting to droop. It's really soft. It's pretty soft at the neck and definitely soft at the base. The other figs are starting to swell also. The Ronde Bordeaux figs are, I don't see too much progress. Maybe they're still solid as a rock. So not sure if those will ripen or not. But these are the garage figs. Again, zone 5B. I brought in the Smith. We've got roots on the Smith air layers. So awesome success. I've got the aluminum on there for my awesome commenters. And this is my Spataphora. I don't know that they're maturing, but they sure look like they're starting to droop. This one's kind of, it's still solid, but I feel a little tenderness there. So not sure if it's going to drop these or what, but as you can see, I've got Christmas lights on them. Well, and a few of them, just testing that theory out, but these little bulbs do provide some heat. Yep, and light, so plus, win-win. I'll show you, the funny thing is, I'll show you the fig trees that I brought into the sunroom. They're not doing this well at all. So it seems like the garage was a better place for them, oddly enough. So we'll take you there. It's been about 10 days since I've pulled in my fig trees from the outside into the sunroom, and honestly it doesn't seem like there's been any change whatsoever, even with the lighting, the grow lights coming on at night. It's been really cold. It's been 30s 40s outside, and in here it's comfortably 60s and 70s, and no change. I'm pretty sure they need a bit more heat, but it's odd that the fig trees in the garage are doing better than this. I mean, they don't have nearly as much light, and they don't have nearly as much consistent heat, and yet I'm getting ripe figs in the garage. And these seem to have stalled, all of them. The Black Tuscan, we are still all green. Italian 258, still all green. And no major swelling of any kind, I'm noticing. My CDD Noir, they're all sort of same size, see? Little guys. Now the figging, that's dropping everything. I haven't gotten a single fig. I mean, those are all gonna drop. Let me zoom it in here. It's not gonna hold anything. And so I'm making my peace with that. In the meantime, we've got from our great friend Quinn. She gave me the Azores Dark, and that's doing really well. That was a cutting. It's doing fantastic. My Cadota is slow. This one is my, I want to say Golden Riverside. Yes, this is my UCD Golden Riverside cutting. This is my Tiaramo cutting. Looks like it might need some water in there. The leaves are a bit wilty, so we'll take care of that. My Smith, that was a, branch or a tip. Seems like it's still alive, but no signs of root formation yet. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna make it, but Exquisito, it's sort of stalled at this stage. They're all kind of stalled. I think, a friend of mine commented the other day that maybe it's not humid enough in here, and that's possible, but then I started thinking, figs grow in these dry climates too, like desert type climates, and they're fine. And so, not sure. I mean, maybe it is the shock of the change in humidity. That's possible. But they started out doing really well. They did swell somewhat when I first brought them in, but now they're at a standstill. This is my Peter's Honey. Peter's Honey, I don't know. I think they're looking good. They might be swelling some. It's kind of hard to tell too. So the White Marseille is taking forever. Panache has somewhat stalled, but that's the good sign. It's giving me some buds and leaves. And so everything just goes so slow now in the winter. It's frustrating because in the summer they just shoot up and you're like, where did this come from? Letizia, somewhat stalling. They're still sort of the size of a quarter maybe. The Noir de Barbataine, they're looking really good. I think they're continuing to swell, but at a real slow pace. But I think they are progressing still, like consistently, like tiny increments, but consistent. This is the Leon's Montenegro, which is similar to Longed Out. And, I think this guy's doing okay. It seems like it's stalled to me, but, they may be growing millimeters and I'm just not noticing. Colonel Littman's Black Cross, I brought it in. It's got a little fig there and a little figlet there. I'm just gonna leave them on, see what happens. I've got some Chicago Hardy cuttings from my friend Syed. This one is a Texas BA, that's a St. Rita. And so for those of you going, hey, you have no Mount Etnas, well, I'm getting them. Oh, this is for my good friend Quinn also. This is a Chicago Hardy, and it's pretty mature Chicago Hardy that she gave me to trial with my in my experiment of burying trees outside to see how they do. And so this is one of the trees that we will bury over winter here in Zone 5B and see if we have success there. I mean, Chicago Hardys typically do great here anyway. It's just that they die back all the way to the ground and then come back from the roots if they're uncovered. If you cover them here with a blanket and a tarp, chances are you will keep the majority of the bottom branches, or the bottoms of the branches. I mean, the ones that if depending on how tall the branches are, you may lose the tips off of them, but you'll definitely have some growth. I think with any kind of love, a Chicago Hardy will do really well here. And so we're just going to try to just bury it and see. And that's it here. Thanks, guys.